Hey Strawberry, I need your help.
If it involves me protecting you from Videogameplayer 7000 and his girlfriend Cyan Diamond, great, that ain't happening.
No, that was already resolved. And I'm still shaken up from that severe beating that I received from them last Friday. And I don't know why you're still bringing that up.
Look, it was a serious situation, so I had to bring that up. Besides, there was a lot of people talking about you doing that. Regardless, you should not have mentioned Jacob's personal information in a public video back in August last year, a few weeks before my birthday, which was back when you were defending your quote-unquote veteran sidekick.
Okay. Are you seriously going to bring that up?
No, but like I said, what you did was still bad. But you can't just make me defend you from whenever you get a hate base. You've mostly been doing this to Terminator. And you've mostly have been doing this to me, and I'm getting fed up of it. I would just cut ties with you and you would have no one to defend from the hate you're getting. Not to be rude, I don't hate you. But I think you should stop having me and Terminator defend you whenever you get a hate base. Due to how annoying that it seems. I think you're doing this just so people won't take you seriously. And you can't just use your friends for something like that, you can't. That can actually make you lose friends rather than them helping you. That's just my advice to you. That's all. Not to be rude. But you need to stop doing that. Or we're no longer friends. Anyways, now continue on to what you wanted to ask me. And what's the bad news that you want to discuss?
Do you remember that huge Black Friday commotion that occurred on Black Friday where I got chased by Videogameplayer and his girlfriend and such?
So, what about it?
Well. And if it isn't the information leaker?
Oh great, here we go again.
You're not going to get away to my boyfriend. That beating we gave you was bad enough. But you're still not going to get away with leaking my boyfriend's information from over a year ago in a public video. And Strawberry, if you were asking, me and my boyfriend need to make sure that Elias deals with the backlash that she's giving him for what he has gone.
May I speak to you two for a second?
Sure, go ahead. What do you want to tell you, Strawberry?
Look, you two. I get that Elias did to you Jacob over a year ago was very bad. And yes, he should not have said one of your information in a public video, and I get how serious this situation is and why it still needs to be addressed and brought up. But not to be rude in any way. But I think it's best that you leave Elias alone. He's already been confronted enough, and I didn't start hearing about what he did until the second I came back to Discord. Because I've heard him confessing it to me on DMS. Which was why I was on the urge of blocking him, because of what he did to you was not okay, and I don't know why he has the urge of doing that in the first place. I understand why you beat him last Friday. Because I get that you and your girlfriend were very pissed at him for leaking your personal info in a public video with at least 500 people watching. He did mention to me that he made an apology video on you. And I heard that you denied his apology, and I understand that. And I know that you're a victim of him, and this is why I can't support Elias as much due to this. But I would highly recommend you, your girlfriend and everyone else to call off on the streams on him. The DM groups on him. And to call off on taking him seriously and attacking and confronting him and such, because you're just going to make the situation worse than it already is. Elias has gone through a lot. And he has gone through lots of drama against him. And I would recommend that you leave him alone and don't feed into his temptation. If you hate him, you can just simply ignore him and block him. That's all you have to do. But all these confronting groups with all of you yelling at him and such. It needs to stop. Just last week alone, you along with several of your friends like Molly, MTA, Kelly, Adrian, Soraya, Emily, and all of those users were yelling at him, jumping into conclusions, and it got to a point that you guys weren't being civil with him at all. You were just straight up yelling at him and shaming him and such, which got to a point that Elias has to make a couple of videos about it. And I got to agree. He should not have done that. But the reason why is due to the way you guys is we're confronting him and due to the way you addressing the situation with him and such, and he hated the fact that all of you yelled at him too, like what he told me before. So here's my advice to all of you. Video game player. I get what Elias did to you is bad. And I get that you had the right to yell at him and such. My advice to you is that if you hate him, just don't pay any attention to him, just ignore him and move on. And the same thing applies to you, Cyan Diamond Great. Although you are already doing that in real life too, which is good. But I don't want any of you escalating his drama, because what you were doing is that you were escalating his drama more than addressing about it with him, and this has gone far enough. For now on, leave Elias alone, ignore that he does and says about you. And if he annoys you, just block him and move on from him, and that's all you have to do. And please let the rest of your friends know about this too. Because this has gone far enough. And I'm getting tired of this. Even Foolish Mortal said the same thing about this too. I would highly suggest you and your girlfriend to leave Elias alone and move on from him. It's not worth your time attacking and confronting him. You could be doing other stuff besides confronting him. And no. My friend Terminator did not waste his time doing that stream. He did that stream for a reason, because Elias's drama has gone far enough, and this is why I don't get involved in drama like this. So starting right now, I'm going to need the both of you to stop. Just leave Elias alone. Let your friends know the same thing too. We're still friends. But I'm a little disappointed in not only you two but the rest of your friends for the way you guys are Elias too seriously, and this needs to stop.
She does have a point there. I think it's best to stop taking him seriously and just move on to something else. Because this is just going to make the situation worse.
Fine, you win, Strawberry. I guess you do have a point. I guess we were kind of escalating his drama a little bit. But you got to understand that he literally embarrassed me, not only because of that one reason, but it was also because of what he was doing on Google Maps. But you need to understand, Strawberry, that this is very serious. So we had to bring it up because of all of the stuff Elias was doing. And because of what he was doing on Google Maps, and due to what I said before that as well. But regardless, you do have a point there, Strawberry. I think it's best that stop interfering in his drama, or else it's going to make the situation worse. Foolish did make a good point about that too. But I'm still not forgiving him for what he did to me. And this is why this topic still has to be brought up due to what I heard from several of my friends. But I'll do what you said and just stop taking him seriously and going after him, because it will just make the situation worse than it already is.
You do have a point there. And Elias, mark our words. We're still not forgiving you. Just because she's saying all of this. That doesn't mean we're still going to change our minds about this.
I'll tell you what. I just had Foolish form his own crew recently. Do you want me to inform him for all of us to meet up with him so we can all get this whole thing resolved?
I guess. Although he still despises me to this day, I guess. Let's start heading over there and see what we can do with this Elias situation now, since Strawberry already explained to us what need to do about this instead.
Good idea.
Good. That's what I like to hear. Anyways, let's roll, you guys.
Hey guys. Before I end this video, sorry if I didn't work on this video earlier. I got a hate base last Tuesday due to an email that I received from YouTube the night before, which I later forwarded to 22 users, which I have all of them as friends on Hangouts. But the next morning when I woke up, which was last Tuesday morning, I got a hate base once again due to one of my friends calling me out, falsely accusing me for leaking 22 of those users' email addresses when that was never the case. And I also woke up to being in a confronting group or two because of that as well. And I also noticed that users like Laughing Bob and Noah blocked me off Discord due to that as well, and please keep in mind that this was right when I woke up. However, I told my friend that was never the case and I never leaked anyone. And he understood what I told him. However, My friend didn't delete her post about the false assumption about me leaking 22 people. A lot of users shared her post and they ended up exposing me for it, and I proceeded to getting called both a doxer and a criminal when that was never the case, and got called out by several users and had several videos and community posts made out of me and even a nutshell video out of me. And then I lost of users as friends due to it. And also a lot of support. And blocked by several people on Discord due to it, which one of THWM was Terminator's crush. And then after I was called out, a lot of users started calling me a doxer, a criminal and an email doxer. Then that's not really who I am. And I was even called this on a community post I was commenting on. And even had my past brought up by several users along with one user, which I will not be saying his name. However, when I explained in both confronting groups that I was in that I never doxed those users, neither of them bought my story. So my friend had to take over for me and tell a few users on Discord about it. Which one of them unblocked me, but one of them are keeping their opinions on me the same though due to other reasons though, and this led to me making 2 videos about this situation. And my friend later did a stream the next day addressing about my situation while he was still sick to get people to know that I never doxed anyone. It was a misassumption and other use made about me which was not true, which led to me getting called out by everyone. I did make a video about it. But there were still users calling an email doxer, which prompted my friend to make the stream. And it didn't last long enough. While my friend was still streaming, one of my friends made up a lie about me claiming that I was the reason why 2 users got mad at me because of her when that was never the case, which caused me to also make a video about that as well. And I actually told a few users about that too. This wasn't the only time she did that. And I was not very happy about that at all. But regardless, me and my friends did get his situation resolved, but the next morning a user on my community post, which I won't say, called me an email doxer, and it got to a point where I had to remove his comment along with my friend's comment since he pointed out that I never doxed anyone. Which he did make a good point about. That later died down when I had to share my friend's stream to everyone and tell everybody on Discord about the whole misassumption my friend made about me doxing people and such, so not a good situation there. And my friend also ratted me out for texting him at night, which he had the nerve to call me out on YouTube for that. But I'm not going to go into full details about that in this video for reasons. But that situation later died down after my friend told everyone the fake assumptions about me, and most of those users went to having no opinion on me or just went to being neutral to me. So that was a very bad situation I had to go though. Thankfully I didn't lose any subscribers due to all that. But I did lose a lot of support and friends due to it and got blocked across Discord by several people. So that wasn't a good situation there. But besides the point. The reason why there was a huge delay on this video is because I was out having Thanksgiving dinner and I didn't have time to work on this video earlier that night. But I will get the next episode of Bradley now just so I don't have to keep all of you guys waiting. I hope you guys understand. But don't worry. Boris for Hire 258 will be out tomorrow. There will also be a birthday special for Sparkle Maddie coming out 2 weeks from now. There will also be a birthday special for T-Bone Animate coming out 2 days before Sparkle Maddie's birthday. So 2 weeks. There will also be a birthday special for Stariella the Avenger 2K4 coming out in 4 weeks, so stay tuned for that. But anyways. This is me Elias D signing off.
Look at these eyes, they're not here to please you. There was a time you could be mine, before all that you put me through. I knew that you were trouble. need you to like me, don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to